We must get the wounded out of here first.
Are we just supposed to bury them by the side of the road?
I am...
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings.
Gather round and listen. I have to warn
Fountain?
you about the greatest evil
Where does the
and
water come
danger
from?
on God's
Here,
earth.
in the middle of the city.
Men's cruelty and wickedness. You may say, why?
Greetings.
Careful.
Can I help you?
Is this the house of the Von Grolle family?
Yes?
I've come on account of...
You aren't the first.
I'm skilled in...
Well, I don't know.
Ordinary herbalist? I beg your pardon? What would apothecaries do without our herbs? Monks in the oldest monasteries in Bohemia grow...
That's true. I lived for quite some... My apologies. I shouldn't...
That's all right. I expect you're concerned about your...
Come inside. But before you begin your healing, speak to the... Take care, friend.
Come and take your pick.
God bless.
I've come to treat your husband, ma'am.
Is that so? So Thaddeus has checked you out? Fine then. Perhaps God will finally have mercy on Gotslin. But I suppose you'll first want to learn a bit more about his illness.
Tell me all you know.
It's been a long time since Gotslin fell ill. At first, he just lost his strength and tired easily. Nobody thought it might be an illness yet. Not until the trembling came.
What trembling? Like with chills?
Not at all. At first, his hands started shaking. But over time, the shaking got worse. And he got it in his legs. And the stronger it was, the weaker my husband got. Nowadays, he can't even get out of bed. He can't talk properly either. So he spends most of his time alone. If he'd at least ask God for mercy. But that sinner is not even capable of that.
How long has he been?
It must be years now that he's been this bad. But his hands, God only knows if it isn't from all that
You say he drank?
uncontrollably.
What else?
Yes!
But that's not all, is it?
That's none of your business. You came to treat him, not...
If I'm to treat him, then I have to know everything.
Fine then. But if I ever hear that you told anyone, I'll have you clap. My husband's a heathen and an unbeliever who fornicated with every other maid and wench. He even stooped to those fallen women in the baths. Men are prone to that. I know all about that. Like father, like son. And I won't permit this demon seed to take my son too.
I'll cure your husband.
I don't know. In my opinion, you'll be wasting your effort with Gotslin. He's beyond help. It's natural and just that God punished him. But not even the greatest sinner deserves to suffer so long. So I hope you'll at least be able to relieve his pain.
What else is...
I don't really like talking about it, but
And how is his stool when he does...
check it yourself. You're the physician.
What does he get to eat now? If he's
The cook prepares his meals. You can...
Do you have any...
Am I a physician? Find out yourself.
Well, you might have some idea. Was he injured in the past? Did he lead an unhealthy...
I don't know about any old injuries, but Gotslin never lived in moderation. He...
I'll go and...
I'm all done in. What are you doing here? You aren't allowed here. Give up now, or I'll call the guard.
Easy! Let's talk about this.
I won't have you causing trouble here, laddie. Cough up some coin, or we'll report you to the bailiff.
Wait, we can come to some agreement. I was just fooling around. And I certainly didn't want to upset you, of all people.
Well, that's... And I'm sure you also know I won't be so Time to go.
I came to heal your man.
But of course, sir. Mostly light meat, poultry and fish. And then one, Sawbones, already told us what the old gent should eat. But he don't eat much anyways, so it don't make no sense. He told us to give him some wine sparingly, but my miss...
Which physician treated him? Do you recall?
Some gent called Albeek from Moravia, I heard. He came, looked at the master, and then just told us what...
And why doesn't he...
How should I know? He don't say a word. He used to be very fond of chasing women and boozing, true. But at least he was always merry. Now he's just a grouch.
Why did she...
Master used to drink a lot, and Mistress weren't too pleased about it. She says drinking is a sin, and the devil's...
Thanks.
You won't budge, eh? Have it your way. You'll pay me compensation for this, otherwise I'll call the guards. I'll really go and get those guards. Is that what you want?
All right, let's sort this out.
I won't have you causing cough up some...
Wait, I was just full... And I certainly...
Well, and I'm sure... Time to go. Time to go.
So, that thing with your aunt.
I never want to see you here again without permission.
I'd sooner see hell freeze over.
Ah, that's a shame. There's something I need from her.
You've got legs, haven't you? Go and see her then.
You know what she's like. Since the two...
What are you poking around that jaw for, eh?
I tried to make peace with her, but she slammed the door in my face. I'm not going to...
Be on your way.
What? You again? I thought I told you to do something. Go away.
Surely we cannot just leave him here like this.
There's nothing we can do now. We must get the wounded out of here first.
Just supposed to bury them by the...
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God... be with you.
Fair maidens and women of virtue, gather round and listen. I have to warn you about the greatest evil and danger on God's earth, men's cruelty and wickedness. You may say that God created
Burgundy and Tuscany.
God bless.
Can I help you?
Is this the house of the Von Grolle family?
Yes?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. Master Nicholas from Prague.
I'm sorry, but I know
Are
nothing.
you telling me I'm not expected? The Master Swordsman won't be pleased.
No, this is surely my mistake. Please, come in. God be with you, sir.
What are you doing here? You aren't allowed here. You'll pay me compensation for this.
Clear off! You can't just stroll in here! Get going, right now! Off you go, quick! Clear off! You can't just...
hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
Be careful. God is punishing.
I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollers.
Excellent. Let's find Catherine. You can tell us everything.
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did. In the young lord's room.
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls, as a trophy. It was him!
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
And to be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Damn it. We're fucked. If we at least had a witness.
And what about 3 witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't even have one?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap and catch him in the act?
And how do you want to do that? I mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some poor girl?
No, nobody's going to get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her the whole time.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't had anything to do with him. He'll see through it immediately. It'll fail.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be talking about it for years. Then we'll tell them where he can find me, and we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't do it here. They'd figure it out pretty quick.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way, and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry, we won't take our eyes off you.
Where's Hendel? I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me.
Get
rid of her. A disgrace. Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Handel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him. It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Handel?
Handel? You wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you! Christ, the trials I have to endure. A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I can help you with that.
Get that bitch, you fool!
Oh, you're gonna... Die!
Before I finish you off, I have to ask, why the fuck did you kill them?
I'll tell you, but you aren't going to like it.
I'm listening.
Because it's the right thing to do.
What's right about murder?
All those whores had it coming.
Confess then.
Not enough! There's always more who deserve it. Just like that companion of yours. She's certain...
Oh, you're completely mad.
Don't take the Lord's name in vain.
Then I suppose we'll be meeting in hell one day. It was all Mandalina's idea, wasn't it? She wanted them killed.
And can you blame her? That first harlot was already itching to become mistress. That bastard of hers wasn't Handel's anyway. Now he knows very well.
And Mandalina just came to you like that, out of the blue?
Well, one time she came to my chambers and she told me that she'd started an affair with Master Handel, while she was also spreading her legs for others in the evenings. And that she had to be punished.
Go on.
That she deserved to die for all her sins.
You know...
Rubbish. I saw he might have met the ale.
Well, she might have been convinced.
That's even... And she would even...
Don't worry.
I'm not worried. They were all nobodies anyways. The bailiffs should...
Oh, shut your mouth already.
Catherine, we have...
Catherine, wait!
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum!
Shut up!
Let her speak. I still don't understand what actually went on here. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent! Nothing! You can't keep me here! Let me go! I'm a woman of worth!
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue when your feet start burning. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them. All you need to talk is a tongue.
No! Let me go!
Do you realize you also kill girls who...
That's not possible. I saw them all with my own 2 eyes.
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him. It's a damned shame she got away.
But she really had nothing to do with Hendel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him. And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got herself with child. And she wanted to keep it. The slut.
And what about Zdenna? All she did was rob him, and you killed her anyway.
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring, which she deserved it. She was a thief, and stealing is a mortal sin.
Why did you do it, for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme, you heathen.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna hurt.
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores and didn't pray enough. And God punished him for it. I couldn't allow the same thing to happen to Hendel.
And why kill those girls? Why not just talk to him about it?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his wild oats before finding a wife.
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you started killing the girls
who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness? If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay for it in hell. But there's no way they were going to drag my Hendel there with them.
And what about Hendel? Did he know what you were doing?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his temptation? Of course not. But one day he'll be grateful to me for it.
He's going to jump for joy. His mother a mad woman, and his servant a murderer.
Speak politely to me, you whore.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them quickly. I'm sorely tempted to finish this here and now.
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest? You're trying to tell me he wasn't involved, but he was keeping their hair?
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his. So we always brought him a lock of hair. We told him it was from them, as a parting gift.
Well, he didn't find that strange?
Out of sight, out of mind. He always found some new harlot anyway.
There was no blood where Alice was found. Where did you kill them?
That was up to Thaddeus. He told me something about an abandoned barn. I only told him to cut them up thoroughly.
Why?
Why? As a warning. So those whores knew what awaited them. To put the fear of God in them.
I'd better stop asking questions.
Bad Burn in hell! All of you!
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff. She'll get justice there.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give her justice right here, right now.
But we can't do that. She has to go before the court. The law must be upheld.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight. And what judgment will there be? She's from a wealthy family. Nothing will happen to her.
Don't you dare judge me. Only God can do that.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and punished some random girls, and now you'll blaspheme like that?
Our Lord directed me. I did it through His will.
Do you hear that? And you want to let her live?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, won't you say something?
I told you, don't you dare judge me. I am a servant of God.
Put away that knife, Catherine. We'll hand her over.
Don't tell me you'd let her get away with it.
She's not going to get away with anything. She killed so many people.
That's right. We caught her in the act and she's...
Of course they can.
That won't happen. I guarantee...
You can't guarantee a thing. You're not the bailiff and you won't be judging her.
She's right, though. We can't just let her out into the streets. She must be... And if not, then you can always go and pay her a visit, right? You know very well who she is.
All right then, you last of the righteous. Take that viper away and may God protect you if they set her...
Don't worry. I'll take her.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected. Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Not even myself. Can we just be quiet for a while?
Why?
Not remorse, but doubts.
Doubts? You?
Show me a person without doubts, and I'll show you a liar.
I suppose you're right. What will we do now?
I'd go and see Lumia. I'm curious how he fared.
Tell us, Lumir. How did it turn out?
Did it end well? Oh, we're not...
It ended well, and I didn't even tell anyone.
I'm surprised it worked out. Both of them must...
Well, if it came to it, I would have had to bring you both in as witnesses.
They didn't admit to it, did they?
Sort of. The servant shouted that he was forced into it by Mandalina, and Mandalina completely lost...
My God!
Oh, if she had an ounce of sense, she would never have started murdering. What'll happen to them now?
Thaddeus will hang. No doubt about that. And Mandalina, right now she's locked up. We'll see what happens to her.
I knew it!
She'll be punished, and not hurt anyone else. That's enough for me.
And what will you do now? Will you go back to...
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but I probably won't go back now. Maybe better to...
Won't you go back to drinking?
No.
Don't fret. It was a terrible mess, and all three of us had to put our heads together.
Yes. You helped me when I was in need, and didn't even know it. Maybe I'll just keep helping.
Helping others is the best thing a person can do in this world.
And what will you do, Catherine?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see.
Do you think we could have done better?
Everything can always be done better. But most important is...
Catherine is right.
That's not entirely true.
I'm talking about innocent people. No more girls.
Well, let's go our...
Thank you, lad. You prevented future murders. And
I thank you both. Without you, the devil knows how it would...
here you are, as a keepsake.
Yes, here is a reward, Henry. And Lumir, we shall certainly meet...
I'll get you! You can't stand up to this! And you'll get another right away!
Leave that door alone, will you?
Are you going to do what we talked about?
I don't think so. Coming right up. Oh well. Now just this.
Henry? I'm glad to see you, Sam.
God bless.
I've come for my dog.
About time. He's a hungry beast.
What's new around?
Well, if there was something, I'd tell you.
I'll have a look at the...
Thank you, and take care.
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Eric's soldiers and the town rabble have torched the Jewish quarter. Fortunately, we saved most of the people. But I doubt they can form an alliance with us now.
Fuck! Where are they now?
Samuel and the rabbi took those who survived to Colleen.
Shit. We have to find Dry Devil and Capon and decide what to do next. Come on, there's no time to waste. Right, gentlemen. I think it's clear to all of you what a shitty fucking mess we're in. We were caught off guard at Rabosh.
And they nearly fucking kill us all.
Yes, and they attacked the Jewish quarter.
Thanks a lot for reminding me. I almost forgot.
At least Henry here and Kubienka got most of the people out.
That's true. Good work, men. How did it all go down?
Well, to tell the truth, we were lucky as hell. We got there before it all started in earnest. That's
lucky my arse. We gave those bastards a thrashing. They thought they'd loot and torch the whole place, but we scared them shitless.
It is nice that you found my people's suffering so entertaining. But what I want to know now is how you all intend to avenge them.
Well, what do you have in mind?
We shouldn't give up. That's the main thing.
Except that Sigismund has the League of Lords and a whole fucking army. And what do we have? Fuck all! Come on, lads. Jobst will bring his army soon. It'd be fucking mad to try on anything big before that.
It might take weeks for them to arrive. Von Berghoff will have found and caught us by then. We have to get rid of Von Berghoff. It's because of him that we're in the situation we're in, after all.
You mean in the shit, Sir Hans? No need to mince words.
Von Berghoff is just Sigismund's puppet. We're not going to waste time on him, are we?
Aye. It would be better to go straight after the most heavily guarded man in the kingdom. Brilliant idea, youngster.
Sigismund is out of reach, but perhaps we can get to Von Berghoff, and that should gain us some more time.
That fucker is Sigismund's right hand, so we'll chop it off.
Why kill him? You know what ransom we can get for that bastard.
Are you all fucking daft? Von Berger was holed up in Malashov, so unless any of you can fly, we can't get to him.
Oh, that's true. To take a cost like that, we'd need a dozen men, ladders, and maybe also a trebuchet or cannon.
There's no maybe about it. We'd certainly need a cannon.
So we steal the one von Berghoff used at Nebakov.
Well, why don't we just steal all the silver from the Italian court and buy our own, eh? Use your head before you open your mouth.
Hang on. Maybe Janosch's idea isn't all that bad.
How do you mean?
I recently sent Catherine to spy on Sigismund's military camp near Opatovitz. She told me Von Berghoff has his cannon stashed away there. But it seems things are getting a bit out of hand there. So the Prague regiment he's in charge of is going to move it to Sedlec, and it might not be that well guarded along the way.
So we'll steal it, right? We'll wait till they go through some ravine, and we'll shoot at them from the rocks. The way you did to us before Nebakov.
I see you've learned something from me. But it's not that simple. What we need is for one of us to get amongst the Pragas, so he can keep an eye open and tell us when they're moving out.
And if we succeed? What then? There's 5.5 of us. Even with a cannon, that's not enough to take Malashov.
There's not much we can achieve on our...
But show me the fool who'd want to join us.
There's always a few mercenaries around, right?
And how are you going to pay them, eh? I sure as fuck haven't got the coin.
That's enough! Von Berghoff has to die. Painfully, and above all, as soon as possible. And if there are not enough of you, this might help.
Well, well. That's a sight for sore eyes. Why the fuck didn't you show us that earlier? We could have saved ourselves a lot of blathering.
Where did you get such a...
People in Kolin decided to help. They are looking after our refugees and want to send everyone a strong signal that we will not be silenced.
So that's why you were so eager to go there.
We really appreciate it, son.
And we won't mind if you got a couple of more persons like that.
If you will permit, monsieur, I might be able to contribute. I know a few mercenaires in this part. They may not be la cavalerie royale, but for such a purse, they will gladly tear Malishov down stone by stone.
Ah, a company of mercenaries, a surprise attack, and a cannon in reserve. We could do something with that, couldn't we?
Oh, not so fast. We don't have the cannon yet.
Then we'll fucking get it. We'll find a good spot for an ambush and send someone into the camp to spy on them. What about you, Henry? You'll get yourself recruited into the Prague regiment, and when they take the cannon to Sedlitz, you'll send us a message via Catherine.
Me again? Can't someone else go?
Me and Devil have to come up with a plan. So Hans might get recognized, and the others... Well, let's just say I give you the best chance of success.
All right, then.
That's settled, then. Henry will go to the camp. Catherine will tell you all you need to know. You'll find her in the bathhouse there. In the meantime, Ada here can go to Malishov and find out how von Burkov and his people are stationed there. But look, don't touch.
Za kogo ty mnie kurwa masz?
A lot of soldiers need a lot to eat. We'll have to stock up.
I'll go hunting. This tavern's a bit crammed for my liking as it is.
And what are we going to do?
We're going to prepare a warm welcome for the Praguers.
What do you say, Sir Hinek?
Well, what the fuck are you all sitting here for? Didn't you hear? The fun's about to start!
Hey, Henry! Henry! You have no... I was really worried about you. It's good she heard my pleas.
Thanks for putting lots of violence and death.
God damn! What happened?
It didn't look so bad at the start, but some of Eric before we'd finished.
Oh, fuck! God damn it! I should have gone there too.
I'm always glad to fight by your side. But you wouldn't have changed anything there. All we could do was try to see there's a hidden...
Fucking tunnels! What about Liechtenstein?
He's fine. And he managed to get those mysterious documents.
Praise God. The main thing is you got...
No need to thank me.
I beg to disagree. First and foremost, be it known that if you should ever similarly... And secondly, I have a hunting bow that has no equal in the province. I hope it can fell the might...
I'm honored. Just a moment. This bow looks familiar. Isn't it the same one you gave me in Ratai?
Certainly not. This one's much better. Believe me. When I found out that Yobs would gladly leave me locked up, it got my blood. So, to pay him back, I relieved him of the bow and it was immediately clear to me that that bow...
Tivole. You can't just steal a bow from the Margrave.
If he finds out, he can complain to the Lord of Perkstein. And when I have it out with him, that bow will be the last thing on his mind. It'd be great to try that bow out right away. We could ride out together on the hunt. Wine, bacon...
We only went hunting together once.
Yeah, but it was memorable. Don't tell me you wouldn't like to do it again. Because, as you yourself heard, there's no reasonable mission here, so all I can do is head to the woods and make sure we don't die. You'll come with me, right? We promised Shishka...
The gallows at Troy.
Oh, come on. That was a one-off. Let's not... Come on, we'll clear our heads and...
What if we get caught?
Then Lord Capon of Perkstein will explain to them that he and his page are hunting on the local lord's land. Don't be such a scaredy cat. I found this great spot in the forest near Bohunjevitz, an abandoned hunter's camp. I thought you might like to come with me. What's more, it's on the way to Sig...
Let's go.
Great. Saddle your horse.
Good doggy. Good boy.
What do you... What do you think of...
Le chevalier... That...
I'm sure you...
But for my...
That's not really...
Là est la question.
So do I.
I have no idea.
Oh, come on.
I am a good judge of people, trust.
I hope you'll use the...
The best fighters I...
Not a chance.
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Certainly. I'll show you how to slit an opponent's throat with his own sword.
That sounds good. Teach me that.
Of course. And you immediately... The main thing is to attack from above. To quickly catch the opponent's wrist and push the edge of your own sword over his blade. If you do it right, I reckon I don't... And now, come and try. Well, good day. Let it sit for a while and you'll get it in your blood. You'll see.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Ah, can you smell that? Freedom!
Oh, the only thing I smell is trouble.
That's the stink of your own bad breath. This place smells of adventure, friend.
I'm not so sure. You know how our last hunt together turned out?
You mean when we had that bet in Rattay? About who'd bag more hares? And I won.
Now, that's not what I meant. I meant the humans who caught you and tied you to the tree.
Aye. That's something I'd rather forget. It wouldn't happen to us now, though. We're far too experienced. It's not long ago we were brawling in a tavern, and now look at us. It's amazing how much we've been through together.
Aye, right. We were nearly killed at the pond. We got into a fight at a wedding. A tower collapsed on us.
But we've also met some good people and fought for a good cause. Don't forget.
When we tell our story back at home,
the girls will be throwing themselves at us.
Don't you think you should take a break from the lasses? Remember how it turns out. A jealous husband nearly drowned you once.
Bloody arse and balls.
Yeah, and after that, there was the hacked-off butcher.
You mean when I was courting Carolina? That was your fault. You were feeding me the wrong verses.
Oh, sorry about that. But I hope you won't be so busy with wenches you forget your old mates.
No chance of that. The world's full of pretty wenches. But a good friend. Once you find one, you have to hold on to him. You remember what I told you before the Cumans caught me, don't you?
Something about minions, wasn't it? It's always helpful to have a minion at hand.
That's right. And I'd say you're a lot more than just my minion these days. But that's enough chat. It's still a fair way to the camp. How about we go a bit faster?
Let's go. Whoa, whoa.
Wait, can you hear that? There are people in the camp. Bloody hell! Soldiers! You see that? There are soldiers there. Sigismund's men, judging by their colours.
And who's that? Over there by the tree?
Nobody now, I'm afraid. Probably some poor fellow who just stumbled across the bastards.
What are we gonna do?
We came here to hunt. So let's hunt.
Are you sure? There's quite a lot of them. I'd rather not end up tied to a tree like you did in Rattay that time.
Come on. We can handle this motley bunch.
We're supposed to be hunting.
They are animals. Look at that poor fella.
That doesn't mean we can...
Damn it, Henry. What do you want to do then?
We just leave. We'll go back to the Devil's Den and find some meat somewhere else.
I've got half a mind to tell you to get lost and kill the bastards by myself. But there's two... All right. I'll go back to the Devil's Den. And you... go where you want. Bloody hell! Soldiers! Sigismund's... See that?
And who's that?
Nobody now.
What are we gonna do?
We came here...
You sure? I'd rather not...
Come on.
All right.
That's my boy.
Show your stuff. Hey, get him!
Good, good. Show what you're made of, you wretch. Right between the eyes. Sorry! You will get away with that, bastard! Yeah! Don't spare him! Now you're sweating blood, you shit!
Oh, Jesus! Fucker! This doesn't look good.
And that's that.
And what about the dead bodies?
I suppose we should bury them. They may have been bastards, but we shouldn't leave them to the wolves.
Shouldn't we tell Zizka about what?
Why?
All right.
My thoughts exactly.
What now? Make camp and go.
I don't know. But we promised to bring some meat, didn't we?
Oh, these fellas were just skinning a doe. That should do it.
All right. Let's cut it up and we'll go together, right?
Of course.
All right. You take care of the dough.
I'd like to learn in
my mind. I've seen you fight, and you could be a bit more. I'll show. Aye, if you do it fast enough, the opponent won't have time to. And now, come. Well, good.
I'd like to learn a new.
Certainly. I'll show you how to slit an opponent. Of course. The main thing, if you do it, and good.
I'd like to learn it.
Certainly. Today, but in the end, it's all just a matter of taking out that bastard who's against. No one asked. All right. See, all you need to do, the opponent, and now. Good. You could be bloody damned.
God grant you help.
Show me your wares.
Thank you, and take care.
Where'd you learn?
It's the myth, but I... And then... So there's no... It's where there's any is, so if you may not...
You have a kind master, eh, Mutt? We're closing. No more beer. I'm closing up.
This doesn't seem too bad.
Coming right up.
Quick!
Ka!
Quick!
Ka!
Quick!
Ka! Go! Ka! Go!
Quick!
Ka! Go!
Whoa! Whoa!